Madagascar, the very name whispers of mystery and wonder. This is not just any island, it is a world unto itself, often called the eighth continent. Lying in the Indian Ocean off the southeastern coast of Africa, it is a land of extraordinary creatures. Many of them are found nowhere else on Earth. This remarkable uniqueness is a story written over millions of years. A story of isolation and of life finding its own extraordinary path. Madagascar was once part of the supercontinent Gondwana. It was nestled alongside Africa, India, Australia, and Antarctica. But then around 160 million years ago, the land began to shift and break apart. Madagascar first separated from Africa. Then much later, around 88 million years ago, it drifted away from India. It set sail, as it were, into the vast ocean alone. For millions of years, its wildlife evolved in splendid isolation. The animals and plants here were cut off from the evolutionary currents sweeping other continents. This allowed ancient lineages to survive. It also allowed new, wonderfully bizarre forms of life to emerge, perfectly suited to their island home. Join me as we explore this incredible island. We will meet some of its most famous residents and some of its more secretive ones. When one thinks of Madagascar, one animal often springs to mind: the lemur. These enchanting primates are the island's most famous ambassadors. There are over 100 different types of lemurs. They range in size from the tiny mouse lemur, which could fit in your palm, to the large indri with its powerful call. Each species is unique. Each has adapted to a particular way of life in Madagascar's diverse habitats, from rainforests to dry, spiny deserts. Perhaps the most recognizable is the ring-tailed lemur, with its striking black and white banded tail, held high like a question mark. It is a truly iconic sight. These lemurs are very social animals. They live in groups called troops. You might see them on the ground, striding confidently. Or perhaps you will see them sunbathing in the early morning. They sit upright with their arms outstretched, soaking in the warmth. Then there is the indri, the largest of all living lemurs. It is known for its haunting, whale-like song. This song echoes through the rainforest canopy for miles around. Lemurs fill ecological niches that on other continents are occupied by monkeys and apes. They are in many ways the spirit of Madagascar. Madagascar is also the world capital of chameleons. About half of all known chameleon species are found here, and only here. These reptiles are masters of disguise, but their wonders go far beyond just changing color. They are creatures of deliberate movement and incredible precision. Their bodies are perfectly adapted for a life spent clinging to branches. Watching a chameleon navigate its leafy world is like watching a slow-motion ballet. Each step is carefully considered. One of their most striking features is their eyes. Each eye can move independently of the other. This means a chameleon can look in two different directions at once. Their feet are like tongs, perfectly designed for gripping branches, and many have prehensile tails acting as a fifth limb for extra security. Of course, chameleons are famous for their ability to change color. This is not just for camouflage, though that is certainly part of it. They also change color to communicate with each other. In a land of gentle lemurs and slow-moving chameleons, there is also a formidable hunter. This is the fossa. It is Madagascar's largest native carnivore and a creature of great mystery. Often described as cat-like, it is actually more closely related to mongooses. The fossa is a sleek, muscular predator, perfectly adapted for life in the island's forests. It moves with a fluid grace, equally at home on the ground or high in the canopy. The fossa possesses a slender body, short legs, and a very long tail. This tail is almost as long as its body, and helps it to balance as it leaps between branches. It has semi-retractable claws like a cat and sharp teeth. These are the tools of an efficient hunter. Its primary prey includes lemurs, but it will also eat tenrecs, birds, reptiles, and insects. The fossa is an agile and powerful hunter. It can pursue lemurs through the treetops with astonishing speed and dexterity. Protecting the fossa means protecting the entire forest ecosystem it inhabits. While lemurs, chameleons, and fossas often steal the spotlight, Madagascar's treasures do not end there. This island is a veritable wonderland of unique life forms. Take, for instance, the tenrecs. These are small, often spiny mammals that look a bit like hedgehogs or shrews, but they are a distinct group found almost exclusively on Madagascar. They have diversified into an amazing array of forms, filling niches occupied by many different types of animals elsewhere. The world of insects on Madagascar is equally bizarre and wonderful. Consider the giraffe-necked weevil. The male of this species has an extraordinarily long neck, much longer than its body. He uses this neck to fight rivals and to build intricate leaf nests for its young. Then there is the magnificent comet moth, also known as the Madagascar moon moth. With its incredibly long tails and bright yellow color, it is one of the largest and most spectacular moths in the world. Madagascar's bird life is also exceptional. Many species are found nowhere else. The kuas, for example, are colorful ground-dwelling birds. The vangas exhibit an incredible diversity of beak shapes, each adapted to a specific type of food. This entire island is a living museum of natural history, a place of endless discovery. The unique animals of Madagascar also exhibit some truly remarkable behaviors. These behaviors have evolved over millions of years, perfectly tuning them to their environment. Lemur communication, for example, is incredibly complex. Ring-tailed lemurs use their scent-marked tails in stink fights to establish dominance. The Indri's haunting song is not just beautiful, it serves to mark territory and maintain contact between family groups. Chameleons, too, have fascinating ways of interacting with their world. Their slow, deliberate movements are a hunting strategy, making them less visible to both prey and predators. When a chameleon spots an insect, its long, sticky tongue shoots out with incredible speed and accuracy. The fossa, as a top predator, displays incredible hunting prowess. It is known to hunt both day and night. Its ability to climb trees with such agility, using its claws and long tail for balance, is essential for catching lemurs. Even the seemingly simple tenrecs have complex lives. Every creature, big or small, has its own story, its own way of surviving and thriving in this unique land. Madagascar is more than just a collection of curious creatures. It is a global biodiversity hotspot. This means it has an exceptionally high concentration of endemic species, those found nowhere else, and it is facing extreme threats. The sheer variety of life, or biodiversity, on this island is staggering. From the smallest insect to the largest lemur, each species has evolved to play a specific role in its ecosystem. This intricate web of life is both beautiful and vital. Each species contributes to the health and stability of its environment. For example, many lemurs are important seed dispersers. As they eat fruit, they travel through the forest and deposit seeds in new locations, helping the forest to regenerate. Insects like bees and moths are crucial pollinators for many of Madagascar's unique plants. Without these interactions, the entire ecosystem would begin to unravel. Madagascar's unique biodiversity holds immense potential for scientific discovery. Beyond any practical benefits, there is an intrinsic value to this unique life. Sadly, this extraordinary biodiversity is under severe threat. The primary cause is habitat loss. Forests are being cleared at an alarming rate for agriculture, logging, and charcoal production. As the forests disappear, so too do the homes of countless unique species. This deforestation leads to soil erosion and impacts water sources, affecting not only wildlife but also the local human populations who depend on these natural resources. The scale of the challenge is immense. The consequences are dire. Many of Madagascar's species are now endangered, some critically so. We have already lost some of its giants. Imagine, there were once lemurs the size of gorillas, and giant flightless elephant birds. They vanished centuries ago, likely due to human impact. We must learn from these echoes of extinction. However, there is hope. Dedicated individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to protect Madagascar's natural heritage. National parks and protected areas have been established, providing safe havens for wildlife. Reforestation projects are underway, attempting to heal the scarred landscapes. The path ahead is not easy, but the spirit of those fighting to save Madagascar's wildlife is strong. Madagascar is a jewel, a precious, irreplaceable part of our planet's natural wonders. It is a place where evolution has painted one of its most vibrant and imaginative masterpieces. The leaping lemurs, the color-shifting chameleons, the elusive fossa, and countless other unique beings. They are a testament to the incredible creativity of life. To witness them in their natural habitat is an experience that touches the soul. It reminds us of the magic that still exists in our world. So, what can we, as individuals, do to help protect this fragile paradise? We can support organizations that are working on the ground in Madagascar. These groups are dedicated to conservation, research, and community engagement. Even a small contribution can make a difference. We can also make sustainable choices in our own lives. By being mindful of the products we buy and the resources we consume, we can reduce our impact on the planet as a whole. Spreading awareness is another powerful tool. Talk to your friends and family about Madagascar's unique wildlife. Share the stories of these incredible animals and the challenges they face. We must become ambassadors for these creatures who cannot speak for themselves.